Okay, this is the monthly video. This is take number, I don't know how many. Yesterday the video that I recorded that finally was okay. We've had a black screen instead of my back screen. This time it works. I double and triple checked. I did start this again today several times, and this time, believe me, it's the very last one. It is 23:33. It's too late to sit here all evening just for the monthly video. This is where we take a look at the prices and the supply or the availability of the boxes on cardmarket. Okay, there are some other things I wanted to say, but one is I am at the Card Madness. The Card Madness is a show in Düsseldorf where I live. It's at the first Sunday of July, so July 6th. And then on Friday before, there's the trade night, which I also will attend. I'm just going to be there with mostly Flesh and Blood cards, and I've never been there. I just want to check it out. It's sold out. It's going to be packed and full, and even if I don't trade or sell or buy or do anything, it's going to be a blast. But it's going to be after the German Nationals, so well, anyhow, let's look at these numbers. Who cares? Let's go. I did start this list right here. At the end, that's what I also wanted to mention. We have 2 points, 2 very important points for this channel and for our community, Patreon and view hours. We're going to go through these numbers at the end. I did start this list more than 3 years ago, where I've just been going to cardmarket. I've written down the amount and the price of each of these boxes. And then over the time, I edited these graphs, and I think I updated those again, all of them again. I think this looks even better. Okay, now let's see if we can find some trends, shall we? So welcome to Raw. First, there's absolutely nothing changing. The price is still the same since the beginning of the year. The supply is basically the same, 7 boxes for 2K. We have started a 5K, and we've been at 50.5K in the summer of 2023, where everything has been overpriced. If we cut this out, well, then this is a slow decline in price and even an increase in supply. 7 boxes. Wow. Okay, after that, we've had welcome to, and by the way, this came out October 2020. We're almost 5 years of normal boxes in. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, now welcome to Rough. Started at 60, then went up in the summer of 2023 after the first collector's week, and then slowly but surely is dropping back down in price. It's going up, down, up, down, up, down, but the big trend is back down to 80s. Right, supply is at 183, not much changing there. Arcane Rising, 6 boxes, 1,900 is the price. Unlimited, yeah, looks the same, right? Supply is basically the same, price is slowly but surely going back down a bit, higher than what it used to be, but 117 is the price now. That's all including shipping to my door in Germany, and this is what I'm writing down. I'm just looking for boxes inside the European Union because of shipping and customs, and then also damaged boxes, I don't count those. 374 is the price for Crucible of War First Edition, 39 boxes on the market. Unlimited. This is interesting because, well, the price back then has been 70s and now it's also 70s. Collector's Week, summer of 2023, back down. I mean, I do have a bunch of those boxes, and 76 is not expensive. I could even get more, but the thing is, that supply, if we cut out the summer of 2023, that's looking like a healthy, slow decrease of boxes, but in the last half year, yeah, this trend didn't continue. We shall see. It's just, it's so interesting to see all these different boxes. Monarch First, where everybody set Mon to 1K. Well, Mon is at 77, so that's 0.08K. 216 boxes on the market. That's a downtrend. There's nothing else you can see. It's maybe we're going to reach a point where it's totally worth picking these up because first edition Monarch has been printed less than Unlimited. The price for the Unlimited is 57, supply 192. Now Tales of Aria, where the first edition has been printed almost 3 times as much than Unlimited, which is strange, but this contains the code foils, so yeah. Price is going down ever since. We are at 62. Only 3 times we've seen lower prices. 175 is the supply. Has been lower in the summer. I wonder, in general, on average, when we will reach these regions again with the lowest supply. Maybe it's going to take another year if there is no other light and shadow set. Then Tales of Aria Unlimited 61, supply 173. Let's go to first again. 62, 175, unlimited 61, 173. It's crazy how this is exactly the same. Okay, Everfest. That price is hovering at around the 70s, so 71, supply 230. Strange to see. I do have more Everfest here. If I find time, we're gonna open Everfest. 2 cases are right here, ready to be opened. 83 is the price for the History Pack 1 German. There's 110 on the market. And then History Pack 2 German. The supply is super high, 258. The price is at 66, lowest price ever by far. And it's also, yeah, this should say May 1st, but it just doesn't on none of these. But if we go into my numbers, I've taken this, I've put this into Google spreadsheets and then into Google Graphs. I don't know why I didn't take it, but yeah, these numbers are from 2 days ago. Okay, Uprising, first set of 2.0. It's super interesting how they really managed to keep these prices at these levels. We are at 80 still. The supply is at 65, pretty stable. That looks pretty good. And also the EV is not too low. Now here we have the first really outlier. Dynasty, as we all know, has been going up at a 32 supply. We've hit 100. Then nothing happened for almost a year. We've been at 112. Then supply dropped to 10. We went up to 192. I mean, keep in mind, I do this once a month. Maybe if I would have checked here 2 or 3 weeks later, the price would have been much higher and then came down, or I don't know, but it's just one time a month. But yeah, I thought this would be continuing. I thought the price would go down, back down again, and the supply would be higher. But yeah, the price is actually going up again compared to last month, which is pretty interesting to see. 184 shipped. That's a heavy price, especially since this set came out in late 2022. Okay, well, this ain't Pokemon and nothing's going to the moon. But yeah, the supply here from outsiders, this was almost wiped out. We've been at 3, now we're at 9. The price is at 122, which is relatively expensive, as you've seen, to all the other sets. And yeah, from the 70s, 80s to 122, that happened pretty quick. Now, Dusk Till Dawn, which I still believe is worth picking up. 107 is the price, highest price we've seen yet. 24 is the supply, lowest supply we've seen yet. All-time high and all-time low. Bright Lights, on the other hand, this is going down. Highest price at release, lowest price right now, 60. The supply is at a crazy high, 425. And since this has been released from the LSS storages to distribution, to the local game stores, to us all, I mean, We've had this marathon, opening marathon, what was it, a month ago, where a bunch of patrons have participated and almost everybody has gotten a Fendel Spring Tunic. Yes, the cards inside are worth quite a bunch, but the sealed product itself, I think there's no chance for this to go up in the near future because there is too much on the market. And well, I believe since there has been this resupply from the storages, it's out of print. Is it? I guess should be. I'm not checking. Let's pretend it is. But in the storages of LSS on different continents, they still have those. And then it could be possible that this set is going to be resupplied, restocked next, because well, the price is back up to 78, supplies at 213. That looks relatively normal, like all these older sets, but the price is relatively high. I mean, this is not one of those products where the price increase after the Hunted and High Seas has been seen, but yeah. Anyhow, Mistwell, I think there's also more in storages. 174 lowest supply, 79 price, relatively high compared to the last half year. Rosetta, well, I really thought about getting more Rosetta, but 104 for a box. That's relatively expensive. 31 was the supply, super low supply. Still thinking about it. And then last but not least, we've had the Hunted, stable price, still at 100. Supply is super low compared to its age. Oh, why didn't I write the release date? I always do. Oh, I skipped this since the last 3 sets. Maybe I'm gonna leave these open just to see. Now let's look at these numbers. So it's not going to last too long, but there's some interesting factors here. Maybe you know, if you don't, LSS had released the player numbers with players who had at least 1 point from official tournaments within the last rolling 90 days. They started at 16,000 and then went up to 17,000. In March of 2023, I checked last time, also checked these numbers for the German players, and then they switched it. Ever since, they only list the players who have 50 or more points within the last 90 days from official tournaments. So this number went down, of course, but compared to back then, 2 years ago, we've had 5,400 players, and now it's 8,138 players with 50 or more points. That's an all-time high. I also checked this for Germany. This went up from 215 all the way up to 242, but it's not an all-time high. We've seen higher numbers last time we checked. But yeah, still super strong. Also, we can check the Discord numbers. The German one going up slowly now. This is 1,608 members. And then the international FabTCG Discord, yeah, this went up from 20,200 to 23,626, highest number of all times. So this is, to me personally, YouTube subscribers. We started counting at March of 2023 with 13 subscribers. It's still amazing, like how I remember how I said, don't try to make everything perfect. It's still not after all these years. I have this cheap webcam. I have this small window back here, just unprepared, unscripted videos, and I just opened it was still in German language, the Everfest opening, which was pretty cool because we've gotten Bravo, which was 200 euros, which now is about 25. But still, Everfest is still cool, all good. The Majestics, it's players driven. Here we go. 1,163 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. This is amazing. And in order to make a little bit of money from YouTube, I still need some other metrics. I do have 3 channel members. Thanks for that. Last time we've been at 7 because my patron Kuba has gifted 5 channel memberships to random people in stream. This is a realistic number right now. 3. It's great to see that. Every once in a while, I do publish this video. I'm going to publish for my channel members first, and then tomorrow noon on Sunday, or like before noon, everybody else can watch it. Okay, Patreon. Well, real quick. I know we're at the end of the video, and I know there's just you hardcore guys who always watch my content. But if you're new and you didn't know, or if you think, how can I support this guy for that work? There's 14 Patreons out of 20 who pay $5 a month. The perks for the patrons are, first, you're a member of this little club, of this family, where we have a Discord. We are chatting about Flesh and Blood and our polls and our streams and all that. You can participate on the live openings for cheaper than usual. You can get your cards graded at PCG. I bring the cards there. I get them, pick them big up, and we check also on videos. You can have those for a little less than you would pay elsewhere. You can get card prices for 10% off on my cardmarket account. There's a bunch of things that speak for being a Patreon, and well, I still have 6 slots for the earliest supporters. Thanks everybody who helped me there. And then sales on cardmarket at 20,000. I'm going to be a power seller, which is not too much of an advantage. It's still the same provision, still the same percentage I have to pay, but yeah, that's also one target we can aim at. 20,000. We are at 13,611 sales. Last but not least, this is very important to me because, well, I am a YouTube partner, yes, but in order to get these few euros which I have acquired within the last, 700 videos? It's ridiculous, but anyhow, I need 4,000 view hours within the last 365 days. So everything that you watch is counted together within the last 365 days. We need 4,000. This is rolling, but yeah, since I tracked this at January, we've been at 2,700, then 3,100, 3,300, 3,400, and now we're at 3,500. So if we could make it to 4,000 after summer, just watch more of my videos, guys. Just let them run. I think live videos also count. That's it for this month. It's quite interesting to see that there is a bunch of nothing happening. Then there is a bunch of even more boxes on the market than there were in the past months. And then Dynasty being super stable, high priced. Outsiders, well, still over 100. Way over 100. Duskelon, like I said this many times before. I did say this several times here. It has to be over 100. It should be at 150. Supply was under 100, and now, well, it's about time. Okay, but yeah, it's interesting to see. I'm gonna redo these at the release dates, and then have a good Sunday, guys. Might be back with the expected value for Tales of Aria Unlimited. Yeah, I hope I can also fit that in today on Sunday or tomorrow on Sunday, however you want to view this. Thanks for watching. Have a good time. Bye.